Welcome to the exciting world of student surveys. I'm actually not joking, I do have some pretty awesome news for y'all in just one slide. However, that being said, let's do a quick recap. Student surveys comprise 15% of your scorecard if you're a Category A and C teacher. If you are a Category B and D teacher, you don't have a scorecard. You don't need to be in this video. Go take a break. Take a walk. But one thing to remember, every student will only take 2 surveys. Why? They don't want to get survey fatigue. Also remember, your students have been taking these surveys for quite a while. One thing I would encourage that you do not do is I heard a new teacher last year say on day 1, guys, you're going to survey me. If anything, you're my boss. I would not advise you go that route. That's just my personal opinion, and it does not reflect the opinions or personal beliefs of DISD. Moving on. Alright, here's the good news. The TEI system update, the student experience survey has been updated. That's what I'm trying to say. And so basically, think of it this way. Before the update, if you scored in the top 91.99999%, you just didn't quite make the top 8% here. Well, you only got 12 points. So you could have been in the 80th percentile or you could have been in the 91st percentile. It really didn't make a difference. And of course you can see that for 9 points, this would really encapsulate quite a few people. So looking down here, here's our new point distribution. And so like one benefit is, like, let's say you scored in the 88th percent, well, you could get 14 points as opposed to 12 points. Or if you look here, I think this will be the biggest help for people, is this 140% category was broken down into 4, and of course this ranges 9 all the way, if you're in the 60th percentile or the top 40%, however you want to look at it, and then you were able to move up into the top 30% or the 70th percentile, well, of course you can get more points now. So that's actually pretty exciting. Let's see, moving on. Your student surveys will be on in May 2021, so that would probably be the best time to put on your best game face, your funnest lessons, and we will be using an updated Panorama Student Experience Survey. Sorry about these emails. You go to Pottery Barn one time and now they think they own you. Moving on, I want to just give y'all some examples, and this is my best guess. I need to follow up on this. But for instance, in the spring of 2019, on one specific category, I got an 89%. Now, if you look at this, it actually looks like the bulk of this is to the left of the line, and there's very little on the right. And then if you look at, and this is compared to Spruce, and then if you look right here, compared to Dallas, it seems like there's more area on the right side and less area on the left side. So just because you get an 89% favorability rating in that, it's my best understanding that doesn't mean that you're actually in the 89th percentile. So your student surveys get then compared to everyone else's student surveys, and that kind of determines what percentile you fall into. So if you're a little bit confused on that, let's say you score a 60% favorability rating, and then every single person, other person in the district scores a 61% favorability rating or higher, well, you would be in the bottom 1%, 0, I guess. Alright? But let's say you scored in the top 95th percent, you scored a 95%, and everyone else in the district scored a 90% or lower, well, you're 100. You're winning this game. So, one other thing, these are cool about the student surveys. You can actually go in and you can really break down the distribution. So this is just one specific question. How often has this teacher taught you things you didn't know before taking this class? And as y'all can see, apparently I'm a pretty good teacher, 88% of the time. Finally, just so you understand, when it says this word sometimes, it should probably be stressed to your student that the word sometimes is not a neutral answer, it is a negative answer. So often and all the time are, hey, I'm doing a good job, but sometimes and below, that means that you think I'm doing a bad job. So I would clarify that for the students, because I think if you're going to be graded on that metric, well, you should talk to them honestly, and they should understand exactly how they're grading you. Alright, but I would save that conversation for May. And that concludes student surveys. I'll see you on the next one.